Now we are discussing about Australia. So many interesting passport appliers will think about what is Australia, how it will be, what is the climate of Australia, and all these things they will think and they will fear to know about all this. They will interesting know to know all these things, but because they are going newly to Australia means they will have so many fears. So certain point of information, this video will give a clear understanding basics. So, what is Australia? Australia is a country. Officially, the Commonwealth of Australia is a sovereign country comprising the main land of the Australian continent, the island of Tasmania, and numerous small islands with an area of 7 lakh 76 lakh 17,930 square kilometers. Australia is the largest country by area in Oceania and the world's sixth largest country. What are the 7 countries in Australia? Next point is what are the 7 countries in Australia? Number 1 is Fiji, that is 18,270 square kilometers, and Papua New Guinea is 4,52,860 square kilometers is there in size, and Solomon Islands, that is 27,990 square kilometers is there, and Marshall Islands, that is 180 square kilometers is there. These are the 4 major countries. These are the countries in Australia. Then next point is why Australia is famous for. Australia is famous globally for many things. The outback, venomous creatures, livable cities, aboriginal culture, the cliché of men in cork hats, and natural icons such as Uluru and the Great Barrier Reef. Ask an Aussie though, and you might get a different reply. Pavlov's magpie attacks and meat pies, to name a few. Then next point is why Australia is rich. Australia is considered a wealthy nation with a market-based economy that has a comparatively high gross domestic product and per capita income. Its economy is driven by the service sector and the export of commodities. Explore the top universities in Australia also. You can see this is the same thing. And then the next point is what are the six countries of Australia? All 6 states of Australia ordered by population size: New South Wales, then Victoria, then Queensland, then Western Australia, South Australia, and Tasmania. These are the 6 countries of Australia. Tasmania is the only state not located on the country's mainland. As previously mentioned, the country is divided into territories. Then the next point is what language is spoken in Australia? English is main. The majority of Australians speak English as a first or other language. However, a significant number of people also speak language other than English. About 73% of Australians speak only English at home. And next point is what it is like to live in Australia. Living in Australia means encountering many opportunities. It is a young, multicultural and open country with an ever-growing economy. Australia's quality of life and unrivaled natural beauty make it the ideal destination for you if you have ever dreamed about improving your future. Then the next point is does it snow in Australia? Does it snow in Australia? Snow is there or not in Australia? There are plenty of places to enjoy snow in Australia. Some of the major destinations include the peaks of the Australia Alps like Perisher, Thredbo, Charlotte Pass, Met Hotaman, Falls Creek, Met Buller, Selwyn, and Met Ba. These are the plenty of places to enjoy. And then the next point is why Australia is the best country to live in. Living in Australia, you feel a deep sense of safety and freedom thanks to our enduring political stability and open, diverse society. Sydney and Melbourne ranked among the top 10 safest cities in the world in the Economist Intelligence Unit's Safe Cities Index 2021. And then the next point is what is the climate of Australia? Due to the huge size of the country, Australia has several different climate zones. The northern section of Australia has a more tropical influenced climate, hot and humid in the summer, and quite warm and dry in the winter, while the southern parts are cooler with mild summers and cool, sometimes rainy winters. This is the information regarding climate of Australia. Then the next point is, does Australia have 4 seasons? Australia's climate varies greatly throughout the 8 states and territories. There are 4 seasons across most of the country and a wet and dry season in the tropical north. Australia's seasons are at opposite times to those in the northern hemisphere. Then next point is what is the cheapest place to live in Australia? Charleville takes the top spot at the cheapest as the cheapest place to live in Australia. The town is the perfect location if you love a small, quiet life and want to get away from the hustle of the city. Charleville is 8 hours from Brisbane by car and has a population of about 3,000 people. And then the next point is generally those who are interesting to go to Australia means they will prefer that which is the cheapest place to live in Australia. And then next point is how much money do I need to move to Australia? In addition, you must have more than $5 lakh in assets and an income of $65,000. This can include a pension. This can include a pension also, $65,000 to qualify for one. Many younger people that move to Australia apply for a skilled migration visa, which allows them to live and work within the country. So skilled migration is different from the those who are interested to live in Australia. If you are independently living into Australia means you should have the assets of 5 lakh in your own country. Then you can shift to, by that balance only they will allow you to go to Australia. Then you can dilute the same thing according to your capabilities and things as you have. And then next point is what skills are needed in Australia. The top occupancies in demand in Australia in 2022 is nurses and medical staff. This is most important because population is less, so that, and software programmer and IT engineer, and trades and construction. Teachers are also mostly required. White collar management professionals, automotive and engineering trade workers. But white collar management professionals means they should have specific skills and qualifications. That is most important. Then automotive and engineering trade workers, engineering trades workers, and then engineers, and then farmers. These are the skilled labor, the skilled professionals required in Australia. This is the information regarding Australia. Wishing you all the best.